But Stephan Hawking,
Stephan Hawking, he passed away.
How did he pass away, Mijo?
MS? Is that what he had?
But yeah, he passed away, and I feel like along with a lot of other, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Myself included. I feel like a lot of people.
He's known, but he's not like. If you're not,
let me work this out in my head.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people know his name, but don't know a lot of the things that he's done, including myself. You gotta let me work these things out, dude. Jesus Christ.
You had all morning, anyways.
Well, okay, so let's.
Because he's well known, but he doesn't have. If you're not like into science, like I know who he is, I kind of know what he did, but I'm not within the science community, and science was never my strongest thing, even though I like it a lot.
Right.
Like I don't know exactly what he did, and so we're just going to give you 10 cool things you didn't know about Stephan Hawking.
And I have not seen this article. So.
No. So apparently in elementary and middle school, he received mediocre grades. And you got to imagine this was like in the 40s where like elementary school and middle school were taken a lot more seriously than it is now, I think. Because if you think about the 40s, 50s, and 60s or whatever, whenever he was born, like some people never even graduated high school. Like now that's a norm. So like elementary school and middle school were taken more seriously.
Right.
So yeah, he was like not that good in school.
It's like what, C's? Or does it say?
Yeah, like C's.
Mediocre.
Yeah. Compared to like what he's known as, like writing, 3,000 page books or something like that.
Right.
But he ended up going to Oxford on scholarship. So it was dope.
That was dope.
He also he didn't like biology. His dad apparently wanted him to get into like medical and science and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he said it was too specific, and he didn't want to look at the specificity of things. He wanted to look at the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he got to college, he was faced with particle sciences, which essentially is the studies of subatomic particles, versus cosmology, which is the large universe at whole, which is what he's known for. And again, he said, I didn't want to do particle physics because it was too specific, like botany,
right.
like the type of leaf it is and the plant. He wanted to look at the universe, which is fucking dope because he was most renowned for like discovering black holes and what they do and like the study of black holes, which is I don't understand space, which is weird. Like space is like, we think of space like, oh, that room's an empty space, but we've named the universe space. Like that's space. Like we don't really understand what it is.
I can't start thinking about space because just like the
it's
thought
so
that it goes
big
on forever.
Yeah, we're in this galaxy, and the galaxy lives within the universe, and the universe. What is the universe? Where does it end? What, dude? It's just like
continue with the list before I get freaked out.
When he was 21, he was diagnosed with MS.
Right.
I believe is it? I'm pretty sure it was MS. Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. ALS. My bad. And he was given only a few years to live, and he just died at. Damn, I'm really fucking this up. He lived a lot longer than they predicted.
For sure.
So that's dope. I mean, it's like those miracle stories. But he wasn't like, he didn't believe in anything like that. Like there was no miracle. He just had really good doctors and state-of-the-art equipment, and the schools paid for it because he was a brilliant mind. We need him to teach at our school because it brings.
So he was diagnosed when he was 21.
21.
There's a movie that came out.
Yeah, it just came out like 2 years ago.
That sounds right. What was it called?
Yeah.
Maybe we should watch that.
We should.
I feel like I wanted to watch that, but I just didn't.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
All right, what's the fifth?
But the guy who played him looks like him, which is weird.
Yeah, they did a good job. I remember seeing that.
But yeah.
What's
next
5?
one, he helped create the boundless universe theory. Like there is no end.
Right.
Like we're trying to find an end. He's getting freaked out again. But yeah, I mean these facts are so long, like, but he's saying like Earth itself, even looking at this, like we think of the Earth is Sorry, it's a lie. I should have written these more. But essentially, Earth is 3-dimensional, not 2-dimensional. It's not like there's the Earth. Like, because we live in space, it's 3-dimensional, but we don't, like, it's a theory, right? Like, there's more to Earth than we could see because we're in the universe somehow. And the universe itself is 4-dimensional. There's 4 planes to the universe, not just.
We don't gotta get into all that. Just give us.
It's too much for our little brains.
Give us the headline. Okay, so number 5, he was diagnosed.
If you want to look into this, we'll like link it into under our podcast because this shit's interesting.
There you go.
He lost a bet on black holes apparently.
Okay, this is number 6.
He lost a bet he made in 1997.
Who did he bet?
It doesn't say. But he lost a bet and he had to like backtrack his comments because he had discovered more of what black holes were. And essentially, a black hole is like a piece of space. It's a piece of space where the gravity's so hard that essentially this dimension is collapsing within itself and it's pulling things in tighter. So essentially, if you get pulled into a black hole, you get crushed and you go somewhere else because there's an entrance to this black hole. But where does it come out? You don't see the backside of a black hole. There's no light. That I do know that it's.
Have you seen that movie? Matthew McConaughey?
Interstellar?
Yeah, he goes in the black hole and he comes out and he's like...
He's in the 5th dimension, which is like a theory, right? Like, yeah. He's stuck in a bookshelf. I don't understand that movie, and I've watched it 2 or 3 times, and I was like...
What's that movie called?
Interstellar.
I'm rewatching that this weekend. I forgot about that until you just started talking about black holes.
Yeah, it's fucking... Black holes are terrifying. And apparently... they're everywhere across the universe. Like, we're still finding... Like, the universe is so big, but we're still, like, finding more and more where gravity... and stars. I think it essentially starts with like a star because there's so much matter inside of a star where it collapses within itself. So apparently I saw a tweet from Neil deGrasse Tyson and he's like, in 200 million years, our star is going to explode and it's going to wipe out everything. And
our star as in like our sun?
Our sun is going to explode. And then over another million years or whatever, it's going to start sucking everything back into this explosion because there's so much matter being sucked into this part. There's going to be a black hole where we live right now in like 200 million years.
Let's just get that shit popping right now. Let's just end the charade. Let's just get it going.
Let's go.
People talking about when the world's going to end. It's like, come on.
200 million years.
How long are we going to tease this thing? It's like watching a movie trailer, releasing a new movie trailer every week. Let's just get it going.
Obviously, this is like he had so many awards and distinctions, like more than we knew, because he's been doing science for 50 years or whatever. So that's whatever. He was a children's book author. Didn't know that. That's cool.
Wait, so hold on. Going back to the bet. It doesn't say what the bet was. Was it like a significant amount of money? Or
with fellow scientists about black holes. To understand the bet, let's backpedal. Stars are gigantic. They have so much mass that their gravity is always incredibly strong. This is fine as long as the star continues to burn its nuclear fuel.
No. I'm sorry. I meant what was like the monetary value of the bet?
It doesn't say.
That's weak.
Yeah.
Was it $100? Was it $1 million? Was it $100 million?
I don't know.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. He was a children's book author. He believed in the possibility of aliens, but I do too.
I was about to say, but what? Why can't there be aliens?
No, I agree. There's no fucking way. There's no way in the whole universe that there isn't
another life form. Whether they're primitive or advanced. Like, there has to be. We sit here and we have this thought of, like, because we've seen aliens in movies and stuff, that they have to be an organism similar to us. They don't have to be. They can be blobs. They can be, like, vapor. They can be whatever. They don't have to be a human form.
Yeah.
Dude.
Or they don't have to have, like, weird shaped heads. Like, they could look like us.
They could look exactly like us.
Yeah. But it just seems like the possibilities, like,
Essentially, the possibility is endless if our universe is endless.
Yeah.
Look at us sitting here getting all like
Science.
we
You ever
know
watch Breaking
shit.
Bad? You ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
Where he's like, science, bitch.
science, bitch. And we're not talking about anything that has to do with science. We're just like, yeah, aliens could be real. Aliens
I
could
mean,
be
if
real.
he says so. But he's like, primitive life is very common. So even if it's like just amoebas just walking on a planet, that's alien life forms.
Well, there used to be water on Mars. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I mean, there's
And when
oceans.
there's water, yeah.
There's oceans on Mars that like are wiped out now. But you know, like, why is that land shape like that? Because there was something there.
Mm.
You know?
We're so smart.
Yeah.
You guys are learning stuff today.
Oh, he was 60.
Wrong.
So he in 2007 he was 60. Let me just see how old he was. Jesus Christ. 76.
He was 76 in
Yeah.
2000 what?
No, he's 76 now. He was 65 in
He was
2007.
76 when he died. Okay.
Yeah, which was Wednesday.
It's a long ways from 21.
Yeah, 60 years.
He lived a long
65
time.
years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
21. No, 55 years. 55 years. Science and math. You math and science aren't your thing. But in 2007, he took one of those zero gravity flights.
Oh, dope.
And yeah, apparently it was to save the human race.
What? You're talking about Armageddon right now.
No. Hold on.
Come on, man.
Oh, he did it because like if there was like a nuclear holocaust or like we can start moving people to space, like can people who are disabled fly into space in zero gravity, like how would their body
React.
even though how would their body react over like constant zero gravity?
Oh, wow.
Because those flights are like 30 minutes of up and down, like the plane's dropping and yeah. So he was just doing it for science of like, is it plausible for a person with ALS to like be in a zero gravity situation? So that's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
It's always thinking about others, man. Apparently.
I mean, I guess.
But apparently, like,
one time.
and so a lot of people were like, I heard this morning. I read an article, like a lot of people were like, you're freed of your constraints.
Oh, word. Yeah.
And like people were like, why is my wheelchair a constraint? Like, why does he have freedom now that he's dead? Like he was one of the most brilliant people in the world. Like he didn't. And I understand of like, it must suck. It's like being trapped inside of your own body and you can't do anything.
Mhm.
Like they're still like can function. Like they're not speaking, but if people could communicate, then they're still like, they have a freedom of thought. They could express something, and he had a computer that he could talk through. But people are like, it must be hard, especially that crippling. Like if people, I don't know. I've never been in a wheel. I mean, I've been in a wheelchair because I like broken bones, but like, I don't understand the backlash. I think they're just being genuine of like, it must have been hard being stuck in your own brain for the last 40 years. Like it must feel nice.
I mean, he can communicate.
Yeah.
I get what people are saying. It's like nice to be.
I mean, I don't even think I think he was agnostic, so he didn't even believe in an afterlife. It was just like he passed on. That was
Yeah,
it.
he didn't believe in the afterlife.
Yeah. Yeah. So, rest in peace, Stephan Hawking. Thank you.